Hello, it's FreddyFairhair here from Rio de Janeiro, as you can see. Proof of right here, the Christ Redeemer. I made this channel here to challenge myself and document it at the same time, and also I thought it was cool. I could identify with something. But the message that I conveyed was to be a demonstration of social freedom. Freedom from the social prison, the fear of what people think of you, which stops so many of us to do the things we want to do, and it stops me occasionally. This voice that comes in and don't do that. And I was promoting this land of social freedom where you just talk to girls and get the numbers, and I thought it was awesome. You know, it was super fun to do all that. But over the last couple of years, I've changed the whole motivation a little bit. I've started to go within. So instead of looking for happiness in acceptance, and trying to find happiness from within. And what I found was that it actually exists. There's tremendous amount of beautiful feelings inside of you when you stop believing in the illusions around you. This will make you happy, that will make you happy, she will make you happy. All right, it just lasts for a little bit, and then you're back to square one. So the true connection actually exists within you, but you have to see for yourself. Okay, through meditation or finding ways to relax your mind, and you'll find these peaceful states and treasures inside of you. Now, this guy here symbolizes just that, and the embodiment of what I call the spiritual enlightenment, but you can have many names for it. If you like to use psychological terms, I would use just self-esteem. All right, just plain self-esteem. And it's much easier for somebody who has self-esteem or has worked on themselves so much that they have released their emotional baggage, their unprocessed traumas from the past. And they come out on the other side and they can just love, and they can be a presence that the world appreciates. There are some beings who just overflow with love. You can see it in their eyes. Their eyes are just beautiful, they're relaxed. You can just feel it from a person through their body language, and perhaps through, I don't know, some kind of vibration. I don't know what's going on with some of these people. But it's possible to live there. And not just for a few seconds. I had an experience last year where and you can probably guess how I got to that state, all right? Because it was kind of controlled. Probably 98% of you can guess what I was doing or what I took to feel this. But I was just in a state of just overflowing and overwhelming love, unconditional love for myself and everything. It was not like it was for me. It was not love. I didn't feel. It was just that, the L word, just everywhere. And I felt so much of it that I had trouble talking. Like I needed to sit down and process this. It was scary. It was so overwhelming. It was scary. But I sat down, did a mantra, did some and eventually I could relax into this deep ocean of this feeling here, and it was peaceful and grounding eventually. And I made a video about it, and I'm not going to show you that because I just look crazy. But the way it felt and the way the world looked, it looked like that's our potential. And a month ago, I just thought about. I think I was looking at a picture of Jesus Christ, and I was like, that was it. That's Christ consciousness. And I don't want to take anything to feel that way again. I think we can get there by ourselves if we work on ourselves, see ourselves for who we are, and not get distracted, or try not to get distracted by everything else that's telling you that you are this and you need these things to be happy. On your journey, you will probably get closer and closer to what this man symbolized, and maybe even was. He was portrayed as a perfect being. I think he had flaws. Even in the Bible, it said that he was really discouraged and he could get really angry. So, a human. But an inspiration, that's how I see him. I grew up as a Christian, so I worshipped him, you know. But now I see him as more of an inspiration, as something that we can embody. Not just for a few minutes, okay? I've had ayahuasca experiences where I've been blown away by this other reality, and I had some sober, smaller experiences where that happened. But living there is something that takes work or patience and just sincerity. It's probably not hard, okay, if we allow it to not be hard. Either way, it is rare. And this is one of the greatest symbols for somebody who lived it. And I believe that you can live in this state of being. And I think this is true social freedom. Beyond social freedom that you can gain results from, that is motivated by being liked. If you just remember heart and love, just go to town one day, this weekend, to a club, or maybe next weekend, and you go out not to get laid and not to get shit-faced, but you just go out and you just enjoy watching everything, like a kindergarten happening. All right, like people are getting drunk, they're making out, they're hooking up, they're doing things that us people do, and you just look at it like a play that is going on, and look how cute these people are. Be happy for the people who are hooking up or connecting. And eliminate those jealousy feelings, that animalistic drive that we feel, and a lot of us guys are feeling this when we go out. Just go out this time with no needs, all right? Just to watch the show as a divine observer. You'll have a good experience doing that. I think you'll find something interesting if you try that out. I just felt this overwhelming sense of just pure being. I felt like I was not Fred anymore, or I became my soul, and it was just flowing, streaming, just love, just pure love that I've never felt before, and it's probably the greatest I've ever felt. We can live in a state of true unconditional love, at least more than we're doing right now, and probably more and more and more. The ability to be this embodiment of spirituality, self-esteem, love, whatever you want to call it, God, is being challenged when people are looking at you, judging you. Yeah, the challenge is to be able to be so unrockable in your truth that you can love the other being back. And therefore, what is likely to happen is a better dynamic between you. And perhaps the other person forgets all his or her judgments towards you and can reciprocate the love once they feel loved by you. And I think as long as you keep confronting inner fears and be super sincere with yourself, you will get closer and closer to this. I think this is our potential. It symbolizes potential to me. All right, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon. By the way, ask me questions. FreddyFairhair@gmail.com, and I will make videos answering questions. Or if you just want to chat with me, that's fine too. All right, take care. FreddyFairhair signing off, and Jesus Christ. Take care.